Well, good afternoon, dear colleagues. So I'm happy to greet you. Well, my name is Alia Vacilova, and I'm the teacher of English and German in the Engineering Lyceum number 83. And today I'm going to tell you about the practically oriented methods of teaching English. Well, especially the ways of teaching collocations. Collocation, or how words occur together in speech and writing as well, is an important part of speaking and writing fluently. To be able to produce native-like speech and writing, students need to know which words work together well. Collocations are a great source of errors when you are learning English, since these words go together or form fixed relationships. Collocations create problems because sometimes these words don't have an exact equivalent in our native language. So as learners, we deal with collocations problems in a very passive way as we come across them when we read written material or listen to spoken passages. Most of us rely on our critical thinking to recognize these patterns or combinations of words over time. Words are learned and stored in our memory in groups, not in isolation. So this is the most important point, yeah? So, and handing out traditional vocabulary lists of isolated words is of little value if students don't know and haven't practiced the context in which the word may occur. Knowing the collocates a word occurs with, like this, will make students less likely make mistakes in grammar, word choice, and use of idiom. There are different types of collocations, so you can see them on this slide. Pay attention that these types of collocations are based on different combinations. So adverbs and adjectives, for example, the first one, yeah? So different parts of the speech are combined together to form collocations. Well, as you can see, so the most frequently used part of the speech is the verb. I mean, the verbs form most of the collocations. One of the biggest problems with the collocation is its arbitrary nature, because we don't know the rule or reason why should we use these words together. What else? So English learners can have the following problems. So the first one is the lack of awareness. Students need to have a problem brought to their attention before they even know that it is a problem. They may be unaware that some words go together better than others, especially as this doesn't tend to be emphasized in language instruction. The second problem is the first language interference. Students transfer the appropriate collocation from their first language. So make and do confusion is rather common. For example, among students of Latin language background, so the problems are make my homework rather than do my homework, yeah? So, and what forms, what techniques can be used to teach collocations? The first one is teach students the term collocation and the rationale for learning it. Once they know the rationale behind instruction, they become more motivated to learn. Notice which words go together when giving out a new reading. Call students' attention to keywords and the words that go with them, and have them underline collocations. On any given page, there is likely to be numerous collocations. Spend some time practicing and interacting with these collocations with each reading. So while dealing with the text during their lessons, so you can use the highlighters, for example, or just you can make the notes, or the students can make the notes in their vocabulary journals, make the spidergrams, for example, and so on. So anyway, they like it. So the next point is focus on salient language. This is the language students use a lot, or that is related to the curriculum. For example, the phrase "on the other hand" is used a lot in academic language, and students often make mistakes in it. In the other hand, on the other hands, and so on. Explicitly teaching the phrase and practicing it is a valuable investment of course time. The next one is matching exercises or completion exercises. Have students complete a sentence with the correct collocation or match words to their collocates. For example, do the homework, give a permission, and so on. The next point, the fifth, is contrast two words and list their collocates. So we can see the example of making collocations with the verbs make and do. So these verbs are often confused. So here are the lists of collocations with both verbs. So the next point, extended. Have students make a list of things they need to accomplish that week using make and do. This establishes some of the differences between these two words. So the next one, surveys. Have students survey their classmates about their activities, including verbs and their collocations, for example. Next one, have students practice the phrase "you've targeted." Once students been explicitly taught in contrast to and on the other hand, for example, have them practice these collocations in journal and essay assignments. The next one, write a sketch or a dialogue. Put some collocates on the board, learn from reading over the last week. For example, regular exercise or healthy diet, small portion size, and so on. And have students create the dialogue in pairs and practice it. So then, write poetic descriptions of beloved person or a place or any other sports in your native, so in your hometown, for example, yeah? So, and the students should use them combinations of adjective and noun or adverb and adjective. Again, give students some of the language for the task on the board, for example. Dear friend, old friend, yeah, so passionately embrace, so fond farewell, and so on. And so I would like to share some activities to teach collocations in class, and we will start with the easiest one. So it is called, so topic of, no, I'm sorry. Well, this activity is meant to help teach students how to use problematic collocations. So, instructions. Teacher prepares a set of confusing collocations, such as fast car, fast train, so and so on. You will give part of the collocation to one student, so you can put them on a piece of paper, on a card, and so on. A student will be given the word fast, while another one is given the word train. Students have to stand up and approach others by asking what they have and make a connection if possible. Once everyone has a pair, students in pairs talk and make sentences with it. So the next activity is fake WhatsApp conversations. These are some examples of conversations that you can do with fake chat conversation apps. This one is about using the verbs earn, for example. So all in all, collocations with the word money. So your students should be given the list of collocations on the topic. For example, speaking about money, yeah, or verb plus adjective. So all in all, any topic, yeah, collocations on the topic. So, and you should tell them to chat online, it's fake, yeah, using these verbs. Using these collocations, I'm sorry, yeah, okay. So the next point is my free bingo cards. So by the way, my free bingo cards is one of the websites that are often used to practice any vocabulary. So not only collocations, yeah. So I would like to show you how it works. Well, I'm sorry, somewhere here. Yeah. So you see, so you should put the title, then enter the words of numbers. For example, to keep a promise, for example, yeah. And you will have these here in the bingo card. So, and you can add more ideas here, more ideas. For example, not only keep a promise, yeah, keep in touch, keep away, keep calm, keep score, and so on. We can use them. This is it. Okay, the next point is, the next point is activities to teach collocations using Mentimeter in action. What is it? So I would like to show you two. Mentimeter. So here it is. So new presentation, for example, yeah. Okay. New presentation. So collocations. For example, collocations with money. Okay, got it. So, now it's in progress. So we can choose any type of the bar. So we can choose a multiple choice. So some scales, maybe ranking, or the select answer points, or type answer, and so on. So a pie chart, a bar graph, any point can be used there. So yeah, you should just add a slide here. Yeah, my choice. So, and the notes, you should put your notes here. Yeah, for example, to earn money, to lend money, to borrow money, and so on. Oh, this is it. It's rather exciting to use. Well, the next point is activities to teach collocations using the images. A teacher can show the picture or show a collage with all the pictures. Answer might be different, but so your students can mention only so the most frequently used ones. For example, have a look, have an accident. Yeah, here we can see it here. Have a dream, or have fun, have a break, or have a problem, for example. So you can use the images to boost your students' vocabulary. They should just guess or just tell what collocation so is expressed by the picture. So for more ideas, maybe some inspiration and students-centered techniques, and activities to teach collocations in class, go to BBC Learning English, the Teacher's Room part. So here you can find more ideas. So more ideas. So I would like to show you something. Oh no, not this one. Yeah. Okay. So all in all, we can teach collocations in several ways. These can be part of games and other activities that can be implemented outside the classroom. We can use the most traditional methods to assess students and their knowledge of them with multiple choice question, filling the blanks or matchings. However, we can also teach these through games and technological tools. Any task that we have ever used in the language classroom to teach vocabulary can be used to teach collocations. We shouldn't focus so much on the translation of the problematic collocations unless we think that the translation is necessary. Collocations are combinations of words that happen to go together often, so there is no major explanation that we could attempt to provide, and if there is an explanation that tends to be more complicated than the question in the first place. Thank you for your attention.